Were they ever caught up in the fighting in Chechnya?
No, they've never been in Chechnya. It has nothing to do with Chechnya. I say, Dzhokhar, if you're alive, turn yourself in and ask for forgiveness. You put a shame on the entire Chechen ethnicity. Because everyone now names, they play with word Chechen. So they put that shame on the entire ethnicity. So that's what I would say. Turn yourself in.
So he did contradict himself a little bit there, because he opened that statement by saying, this has nothing to do with Chechens. And then he went on to say that he shamed the entire Chechen community. So that's really the discussion we want to have right now. Is it fair to make generalizations about an entire population of people based on what a few individuals do? What are your thoughts on this? Is this something that you think is fair? Is it something that is unique among Muslims, or do we see it among other communities as well?
Well, I think it's just a part of our fabric. We have pride in our nationality. If an American does something, I think all Americans feel some guilt or something. And if your ethnicity or race or religion, whatever it is, you have an identity with that.
But do you think that it's fair that members of the media and politicians immediately start to speculate and assume that these people are Muslims when we've had numerous tragedies and numerous acts of violence on U.S. soil that involved white guys? I mean, Adam Lanza is one example of that. You know, these mass shooters, you know, Oklahoma City bombing, those types of instances didn't involve Muslims.
I mean, it's like, it's not who we are, it's the people in the other group. And I think that's human history. You know, the people in the other tribe are always blamed for things, you know, and depending on what part of history you look at, you can pick out who's being demonized by the culture.
What do you guys think would happen if the bombers were white as opposed to Muslim? Like, do you see, you know, this situation playing out differently? Ryan, I want to start with you.
Well, you definitely wouldn't have random white people being attacked on the street, being accused of having done, oh, you were involved. I don't know, it's fear. Fear will bring out the worst in everyone, and tragedy, you know, that comes from fear is even worse than that.
I love that, you know, that he also talked about them being losers, which we didn't show, because I think ultimately, on some level, that, I mean, if you're going to harm innocent people like that, I'm sorry, that puts you in the loser category. It's like, this is not how to get your political point across.
The New York Times recently had this op-ed where they talked about the importance of assimilation and, you know, how difficult it can be for immigrants, especially Tamerlan. I mean, he came to the country when he was 16 years old, so he's already older, and it's difficult to assimilate as it is, but if you don't, you're already put at a significant disadvantage. And one thing that, of course, was very memorable about what he wrote on his Facebook page was, I don't have any American friends, I don't understand them. So they already feel isolated, and what does that isolation do to them?
You know, young males who are underemployed all across the globe are pissed off because they don't have a future, and they don't have a lot of power, and they feel like they don't have a voice, and this is how they're channeling that rage, and they have access to weapons of mass destruction. That's terrifying that this is the conversation we're having now on this planet, when we have so many other big conversations to be having.